Assalamualaikum to Dr. Amiruddin. Today, our group will presenting about summaries of the proposal report that we've completed before. So this is my group mate, which is me, Furkan Aksha binti Nur Syam, Teh Sinting, Teh Kejun, Siti Nur Lidia, Li Jali, Nur Afifah, and Muhammad Azim.
So this Karyanika company is a Malaysian company which is they promotes and markets traditional Malaysian goods, and this Malaysian company was founded by the Malaysian Handicraft Development Corporation, which is MHDC, and this MHDC is a government organisation under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. It's the owner of the business, and it was founded in 1979. So as mentioned, Karyanika's company Sdn Berhad distribute a variety of product, which is batik fabrics and clothing, hand-woven textile, which is songket and puah kumbu, wood carving and sculpture, pottery and ceramics, traditional musical instrument, and other is traditional weapons and armor, traditional jewelry and accessory, handmade baskets and bags, traditional games and toys, traditional Malay wedding, which is bunga telur and sirih janjung. And for this Karyanika's company performance, this syarikat pemasaran Karyanika Sdn Berhad has its headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, which is works as in the sector of gift, novelty and souvenir store. This has incorporated since on October 1982, and the most recent financial highlight that I can give from my research, which is in 2021, syarikat pemasaran Karyanika Sdn Berhad show a net sales revenue increase as 25.71%, and its overall assets increased by 20.02%, and the net profit margin of syarikat pemasaran Karyanika Sdn Berhad increased by 55.24% in 2021.
The next part is analysis of host country, which is China and including Hong Kong. There are 8 aspects in the analysis of host country. The first one is demographic analysis. China has 1.4 billion of population, the world's second largest population after India. But according to Yang, the population in China is going to decrease in the next 10 years. This is due to the one-child policy that just ended in China in 2015. And the gender imbalance also is one of the factors that caused to the decrease in the population of China. The second aspect is the political. The politics is stable in China as China is using a strong central control to ensure the political stability in China and Hong Kong. Besides that, China also implemented a 5-year plan that focused on the long-term planning and strategic goals of its country. Moreover, China's political system allows for efficient decision-making as it is using a centralized authority. This may help the business to adjust to new rules by speeding up the policy implementation. But there are few challenges in the political aspect, which are China is currently facing a bad political relationship with the United States, which create a huge barrier to the business that in China. The third is the economics. China economics is showing a sign of increasing in nowadays. First, its GDP is one of the world major growing economic, and is expecting a 5.2% of increasing in its GDP in year 2023. This is mainly due to the excellent infrastructure and telecommunication system in China. Besides that, the strong manufacturing powerhouse is also contribute a lot to the China economic. However, the China economic is facing a few challenges, such as economic imbalance, especially in between the rural and the urban area. And the rising cost in China is also one of the challenges that are facing by the business who operate in China. The third aspect is the legal system in China. China, including Hong Kong, have a strong and stable legal system such as strong IP protection and efficient legal procedure that can minimize the time that be needed in approval for certain project. With the stable and strong legal system in China, the business in China are strongly protected by the legal. However, there are also a few challenges that in the legal system of China, such as the challenging dispute resolution process, which may be a little bit time consuming to business who want to close their business in China.
This part I will talk about social. Social in China consists of many factors such as harmony and social stability, such as low crime rates, have created a peaceful and secure area for its citizens. Next, China places a lot of emphasis on the aspect of education with high academic achievement to produce many high-performing students in various fields. Other than that, China is very famous and rich in culture. Next, I will present about geography analysis. China national straits is the fourth largest country in the world at 9.6 million kilometers, and this has given the potential of a large market with a population of more than 1.4 million persons. China to become a global manufacturer. Next, China is home to major rivers and waterways such as the Yangtze River, which are important for air transport, agriculture, hydroelectricity, and others. Next, I will talk about competitive analysis of host country in China, including Hong Kong. So, China is strength in the industry is that it have a large capacity because able to meet the high market demand from home and abroad. Furthermore, China has intensive global production due to rapidly growing industrial sector such as electronic product, textile, machine tools, and vehicles. Other than that, China has trained an educated workforce in the industry sector that facilitates the global production of quality and value of money. Next, I will talk about technology in China. China has a global leadership in technology such as 5G and big data analysis has a success in developing and expanding the 5G network in China. China telecommunications such as Huawei and ZTE has a provide superiority in global telecommunication. Furthermore, China is a country that has a large e-commerce market in the largest technology companies.
Next, I will present about the market analysis. The graph shows the size of global handicraft market from 2018 to 2020 and estimate for the period up of 2028. The market trend from 2018 to 2022, the size of global handicraft market are increased and this trend is expected to keep going through 2028. Based on the global handicraft market trend, which grow every year and is predicted to grow even more in the next year due to many factors. Among these is the appreciation and protection of this cultural legacy, which is heavily influenced by tourism. There are still customers who appreciate the culture of the certain race and it's become a hobby for them to buy every new batik collection. The increase in tourism every year also affect the demand for batik, which in turn increase the global market of handicraft. We focus on 4 categories in Karyanica's target market. First is psychologic segmentation, second, demographic segmentation, third, geographic segmentation, and the last one is behavioral segmentation. For the psychological segmentation, we focus on people who are interested in traditions, art, craft, and cultural history. People who are value maintaining traditions and have a strong connection to their cultural background. Individuals who have a passion for exploring different cultures and seek authentic experience. Next, for the demographic segmentation, we focus at all age, both gender and all income level. This is because batik design is fashionable no matter age or gender because everyone may style it and it's also designed according to gender and age. Also, every income level can buy it because of the standard pricing and the design that everyone can afford based on their income level. Next, Karyanika are based in Malaysia, which are their company and branches are only available in Malaysia, so that this influence this company to expand their brand to other countries such as China and Hong Kong. In the behavioral segmentation, we focus on group of people who are love the traditional appear style of this era. We also target those who buy the batik collection on a regular basis, whom we refer to as a consumer. This group is always on the lookout for the new and attractive batik design.
Marketing strategy have three parts, which is collaboration and partnership, online presence and e-commerce, and lastly competitive pricing. Next is marketing mix. Marketing mix has four elements, which is product, price, place, and promotion. The marketing mix has been defined as a set of marketing tools that the firm uses to pursue its marketing objective in the target market. I will continue with SWOT analysis part. First is strength. Company Karyanika maintains stability in political environment, use high quality infrastructure and offer affordable craft at reasonable price. Second is weakness. Almost young people disinterest in craft industry due to difficulty, lack of skilled labor and limited product promotion by company Karyanika. Next is opportunity. Company Karyanika have faced competition from developed countries to meet increasing demand in China, focusing on batik theme fashion and developing the domestic and international tourism sector. Lastly is trade. Company Karyanika face competition from countries like Canada, US, and Italy in the domestic market. They maintain high demand and supply for their craft, offering better trade terms and technological support.
They are deciding factor of Karyaneka Sdn Bhd entry to market. The first one is location advantage. That firm in certain region have over that are located elsewhere is known as the location advantage. The second is internalization advantage. This above to provide a higher level of understanding of the local market or even staff that is even more qualified to produce a superior product. And another two is resource availability and global status. They are also influenced by external and internal factors. The first external factor is government regulation. Government business regulation are law and regulation at the federal level that guide companies and the general welfare. This limitation may be utilized by small business to aid their expansion. The example of government regulation is tax, health and safety, and so on. The second is height of market size. The greatest number of customers or sales is referred to as the market size. Prior to launching a new line of goods or service, it is helped to understand, anticipated and support for long-term commitment. The third is level of competition. Competitor engagement and their level of activity in region market is effectively address competitive market factor. Level of competition also use the number of business vying for same serve as a gauge to how competitive a market is. The last external factor is economy. Economy is a social science that examines how goods or services are produced and used, as well as the choice that people, organizations, government, and country make when allocating resources. There are also internal factors to influence internal mode. The first internal factor is long-term objective. The organization performance goal will be reached over a minimum of 5 years. Involve particular enhancement to organization efficiency, employee relation, technology, and competitive position. The second is product differentiation. Product differentiation is what distinguishes the good or service offered by competitor in your industry and make it more attractive to customer. It benefits to set loyalty, sales, and so on. The third is international experience. International experience describes cumulative cross-cultural interaction with individuals from various nations and countries, both at home and while traveling. Gain experience abroad can help you identify your strengths and shortcomings and improve your ability, decision, and others. The last is level of commitment. Level of commitment refers to necessary to accomplish key life goal. Commit research to any market that has an impact while evaluating various investment possibilities of resource management.
Next, I'm going to talk about the proposed strategy to enter into China market. The first strategy that can used by the Kari Aneka is exporting, which are indirectly exporting. Indirectly exporting, which means Kari Aneka can sell the product through agent or distributor in China in order to reduce expenses of exporting and increase the chance of the successful of market their product into China. The next strategy is e-commerce. E-commerce, which means Kari Aneka can run their business over the internet. This can increase their product awareness in China and save the cost at the same time. The third strategy is outsourcing. Kari Aneka can hire third-party company to help them to manufacture their batik in China. This strategy is quite time and cost saving.
Next, I will talk about strategy alliance. Strategy alliance have a three: franchising, joint venture, and licensing. First is I will talk about franchising. Franchising for Malaysian handicraft manufacturer Karaneka Sunda Berhad for franchising is one of the method for entering the foreign market. This is so because the franchisor can offer joint us in the production of handicrafts for selling within franchise in China. With the genders of Karaneka franchisor, Chinese citizens can learn how to manufacture crafts, take care of them, and protect the right of Karaneka Sunda Berhad. Next, I will talk about joint venture. Karaneka Sedang Berhad can be limited to enter the big market in China. Karaneka Sedang Berhad can collaborate with designer from China to get inspiration to follow trends and original in China. Karaneka Sedang Berhad has to find a trustworthy, widely recognized Chinese business that is knowledgeable about the regional market. Next, I will talk about licensing. Licensing, licensing can help open the door of Karyaneka Sedang Berhad to start a business collaboration in China. Karyaneka Sedang Berhad must authorize a Chinese business to utilize intellectual property such as trademark, design, or technology in exchange for royalty or other agreeable fees.
In conclusion, the spread of Malaysian batik in China will encourage market growth and interaction between cultures. The use of strategies including collaboration and partnership, online presence, e-commerce, and competitive prices will raise awareness of and increase interest in Malaysian batik created by Kaya Neka in China and Hong Kong. Kaya Neka has a fantastic potential to position Kaya Neka batik as a sought after brand because of the expanding population in China and the country's distinctive mix of culture and fashion. With 70.37% of Chinese workers between the age of 15 and 64. We believe that the acceptance of Malaysian batik in China will catch the public's attention as new age-appropriate fashion arise. That completes my group presentation. Thank you for watching.